Hey, what's up guys? I'm Franklin Okafor and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please make sure to do so before continuing watching this video, and please try your best to like, turn on your post notifications and share with your friends because it also helps me out as well. So without further ado, let's get into the video. Today I'm going to be mentioning some books that I really feel like most teenagers need to read. Not just teenagers, anyone, any age grade needs to read these books. So the first book I'm going to be mentioning is Atomic Habits by James Clear. So if you watched the previous video, I mentioned a theme from his book, a chapter from his book about motivation and how overrated it is. But one thing I really like about that book is how it's explicitly covers a very good procedure on how to break bad habits. So from what I learned in the book, you break bad habits by making it invincible, making it unattractive, making it difficult to get to, and I can't remember the last one, but the fourth one has to do with something about making it unsatisfying. So by following those 4 steps, I've also applied those, because obviously I'm a human being. I also have some habits that I don't like as well, and I also want to break such habits. So by following those steps, I'm not saying I've totally broken them because it's a process, but at least I've seen some improvement. And one other thing I would like to mention is, for people who may be watching this video, if you're doing weed or if you're drinking too much alcohol, if you're smoking, what I learned from James Clear is in his book Atomic Habits is the consequences of bad habits are usually delayed and their rewards are usually immediate. So if you're smoking weed and you're feeling high and you're enjoying yourself, calm down, bro. I mean, in the next 10 years, I think that's when the effects will start to settle in. So please keep that in mind as well. The second book I would like to mention, I read this book back in lockdown, is No Excuses by Brian Tracy. So this book talks about discipline, and the main theme I just want to capture about this, the only thing I really want to capture is that, guys, motivation is really not it at all. The most successful people today are most successful because they know how to delay gratification, and they know how to wake up every day and do the same boring thing that they keep doing every day. Anything that anyone finds, no matter if sometimes it's a hobby, yeah, you can like it, but it's not easy to wake up every single morning and do the same thing all over and all over again. It takes discipline, it takes grit. So that was one of the most important things I learned from Brian Tracy, which is we as humans, no matter your age grade, I'm speaking to everyone, you have to forget about motivation and start embracing discipline, because discipline is what actually gets people to where they want to get to. So that will be all for Brian Tracy. Yeah, it's a very awesome book. You all can get it on Amazon or anywhere like that. It's a very good book. The third book I would like to mention is, the title may be quite offensive, but the name of the book is The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck. So I know fuck is a slang word, but it's not me that said it, it's Mark Manson's title. So the book is by Mark Manson, and I just like the book because it gives me some insight into a combo of philosophy and psychology together. And the book just talks about we as humans, we don't have to care about what people think about us, right? I know that as I'm shooting this video, who cares? I know there are going to be some guys who might probably laugh at me or say all sorts of things, and there are going to be some people who oh, that's a very nice work. I'm I like what this guy is doing. But the truth about the matter is, I don't really think I have to care, because if I put a lot of attention to what my haters or maybe naysayers are saying, I could get I could lose track of what I'm doing. I could lose my head, and maybe I'll stop what could end up being very profitable for me. So the keynote here is that you have to be comfortable with being different. You have to be comfortable with doing what you are doing, no matter if your naysayers or your haters are going to keep on picking on you and doing all sorts of things. All right. So And let's just get something straight. As a human, there's no way on earth everybody is going to like you. So if you can't learn the subtle art of, I'm not going to say what Mark Manson said, but if you can't learn the subtle art of, caring less about what people think about you, then I don't think you might, go so far, because like you have to be able to deal with such comments to be, to be a tough person and to like achieve what you want to achieve in life. The fourth book and the final book is an awesome book by an awesome man, Robert Kiyosaki. So by the time I say this name alone, I'm sure a lot of my maybe friends who are watching this, or any commercial guy who is watching this video right now, should know the book I'm talking about. The book is Rich Dad, Poor Dad. That book is exceptional. When I read that book, I actually wanted to switch from science student to commercial student because of how Robert Kiyosaki talks about financial freedom and his cash flow quadrant, and how he went from being in debt to becoming a real estate multi-millionaire. And his book captures like what humans need to know. And what I learned from the book is that the most successful people, actually the richest people, don't work for money. Money works for them. I think that's the most important line I got from that book. And immediately I read the book, funny thing, I went to tell my accounting guy, my friend, that he should start teaching me accounting, because like I needed to start understanding things like balance sheets more. I did a preliminary course on accounting back in junior school, but it wasn't enough. So I told him like, guy, you're going to have to like teach me some stuff, because I think what Robert Kiyosaki is saying is that I need to learn more about numbers. So but anyway, I think it's pretty advisable to read that book, because it gives you a lot of insight as a young person about finances and what you have to do. And you can't keep staying on the left side of the quadrant, which belongs to employer and self-employed. You have to maybe if you're getting a bit of experience on that side, you have to be preparing to launch yourself into the right side of the quadrant, which is either as a business owner or as an investor. So that's a very key lesson I learned from the book, and how we as people need to learn to read numbers, understand rules more about taxes and several other things, so that we can be more financially free. Those are the books I highly recommend, not just for people of my age grade, but people of any age grade at all, because those books were a major life changer. I learned so many lessons from them, and I want people to learn those lessons as well, so that we could all become better. Remember, we rise by lifting others. So that will be all for today's video, and please remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel. And as always, I'll try to bring up good, awesome content for you guys as well. So for now, peace.